Hi guys, and welcome to my first Sims 4 house building video. Today I'm building Kensington Manor. It's quite a luxurious home. It's four bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, one of those which is ensuite. It's a very big house. If you kind of reconfigure the rooms in it, you can actually make it fit up to 8 Sims. As you can see now, I'm just laying down the footprint. Went with a nice red brick against raw stone. There's a couple of things I do actually miss. Like, you'll see I put the stone on all of the eaves except for one on the front. The front theme for the actual house is, well, the front and the back scheme, except for the sunroom, is all green. It wasn't quite happy with the windows, so I tried changing the colour of them. I actually wanted like a full height traditional looking window, and I quite liked these windows if they didn't have the what are they called, the things on the side. Oh, I can't remember. Yeah, this is where I fixed the stone. There you go. Added. You can't actually access the attic space, but I think you could. You actually could adjust it so and add a stairway up to the attic space. Front balcony, quite a spacious balcony. I do actually change the colour of the pillars because I thought it was a bit too much green. Adding the roof, OCD kicks in, and I decide to adjust it so it meets up with the wall. This is what I mean by you can actually access it. There is actually a decent amount of space in the attic. It wasn't enough for me to warrant actually putting some stairs in to utilise it though. So I've left it blank so you can do whatever you want. Trying to find some windows that would fit, and they very slightly intersect with the railing of the balcony, but I think they look good. Windows all round. Then I realised that the building was an odd length, so I couldn't actually fit that window in the middle, so I just left them out. It works out quite well though because it's the upstairs bathroom. This is me adding this outdoor, well, the sunroom area it's meant to be like it's meant to look like it's been added to the house after the original house was built. So as you can see, it's a completely different theme color. It's actually blue. It actually in the end it actually works quite well with the rest of the house. I'm pretty sure I changed the color of the wall from like the cream. Fairly new to building, so I didn't realize that I didn't notice the triangular pieces for the corner, so I kept trying to use octagonal pieces and then remove the fences from them. More windows, lots of windows. The house does have loads of windows. Door to the upstairs balcony, which I couldn't actually think to put much on it. I suppose you could adjust it, put pillars there and make it a second floor, a covered balcony with a roof, but I leave it blank and as it is there. Little bit of landscaping, not too much landscaping. I do leave that until last. Added a privacy wall, so it's a enclosed garden, but the garden is massive. It's literally huge. A lot of it I couldn't think of anything to put in it. I did, like when I first recorded this video, I didn't have the outdoor retreat expansion pack. And then by the time I record the second bit of the video, you'll see that I do have a few extras from the outdoor retreat. I don't actually use any of the content from outdoor retreat, so there's no need to worry about anything getting replaced. I add these water fountains in. Don't know what they look like. I changed the color of them, thinking it changes the color of the lights, but I think it only changes the color of the actual unit itself. And then I changed them for the fish anyway, which I think look a bit better. Yeah, couldn't decide what colour I wanted the fish. It's also a very expensive house. I think it's about 335,000 simoleons. So your Sims have to work very hard to kind of get this house. Unless you use the free real estate cheat, and then you're cheating. I was going to do terrain paint, as you can see, trying to just put the terrain paint as I want it. Well, put the paving in the shape that I want the terrain paint, but it doesn't work on the diagonals. It just makes it a square shape. So I quite liked the gravel, so I put that in, and then you'll see I remove it. Wasn't happy with it, try adjusting it, and then I just kind of give up. And I change it back to the actual tile that I used anyway. Don't know what's next. Fiddling about trying to find a nice tile. I wanted a tile that actually matched the pavement, and I just can't find one at all. Like in The Sims 3, they did actually have the tile that matched the pavement. So you can see I'm adding that brick. That brick actually I use for the upstairs balcony as well. Just making sure it looks the same on both sides. That's about even. A little bit of terraforming. Just doing some landscaping in the front. Not much to say about the landscaping. I only do the front area just to kind of see if I like the look of it. I think I do a couple of trees in the back as well. Oh, I add these windows into the loft space as well. Loft, attic, same thing. Attic space. I actually kind of miss doing garages now. I'm kind of hoping they add them back, although they are rather pointless to have a garage when the cars in The Sims 3 were pretty pointless to have anyway. Doing the upstairs landing area. I do actually make it bigger than that in a second. There you go. Yeah, huge landing area. If you actually made if you changed it to have one set of stairs, you could actually add an extra, probably 2 rooms to the house. But I like the look of it. It's a big open area. Double height atrium. As you can see, I removed the ceiling there, and I don't realise this until later when I try putting trellis. Not trellis. It's what do I try putting through it? I try putting a thing that goes around the eaves of the roof. I try putting that in, and then I notice it goes inside, and for the life of me, I can't figure out why. But I do figure it out eventually and fix the roof. Because of the shape of the windows, where the windows are placed, it actually adds an interesting shape to the hall corridor area. Just plotting down the layout. That little tiny, very small square room was originally going to be the bathroom, but then I decide, and that bigger room was going to be the study, but then I decided to do it that way. I removed the little room, and then put it's not a massive study, it's a good sized study there with the diagonal wall, and the other part of that's the living room. And this side of the house is literally just kitchen diner. Doing the upstairs, which also, because of the shape of the railings, makes for an interesting upstairs landing area. The left hand side of the house is there, what I'm planning out now. The back is I've put it as a guest room, but if you changed it to have either 2 single beds or a double bed, it can fit up to 8 Sims. Try to make an interesting shape for the bathroom, and that was a very interesting shape, but then I make it a bit more plain. That's the ensuite for the master bedroom, and the master bedroom still ends up being huge. And this is where I put the downstairs tiling in. I found the flooring that I wanted throughout the house, so I put all that in as well. I wanted the sunroom to be nice, bright and airy colours, so I did that. Kitchen looks nice. I actually like the kitchen. I wouldn't mind it in my own house. The downstairs bathroom, on a side note, I go on to do the doors now. Lots of doors in this house. There's actually 2 doors into the downstairs bathroom. But the downstairs bathroom, I wanted it to kind of be different style to the whole house, and I was going to make it modern, as you'll see when I put the wall coverings in. When I put the wall covering in, it looks fairly modern. I put a fairly modern light in there. The light stays, the wall coverings don't. I make it fit with the rest of the style of the house. I've kind of gone for a kind of, it's not Americana, but it's like Victorian era look inside. So it looks very grand. This is where I find out that there's a hole in the roof. There. So I decided not to do that and just put the trim around the roof, which I personally think looks better. I start fiddling about with the colours because I wanted it to be a different colour, but none of them matched with the house, so I just left them white. Excuse me. Oh, I play around with the idea of having a foundation, but then I realise I haven't left enough room at the front of the house to fit. I've only just noticed the balcony's actually floating there. Yeah, I didn't leave enough room at the front of the house to fit a small deck. I suppose, like, in between the two pillars, I could have actually put a little deck and put the stairs just one in set one, but I decided to leave it. A bit more just in the garden, putting in the trees. I really wanted a blossom tree, but they were all massive, so I left them. Instead, to get 3 birch trees and 3 of these trees along the edge to add to the privacy, I suppose. I put another tree down the side of the house, and then I try and put one of those huge oak trees in the front, and it actually looks very nice. The only problem with it is it clips through the wall of the child's bedroom, and I just can't stand it clipping through the wall because I didn't want it to overlap onto the pavement, so I kind of left it. Put in a smaller tree. There you go. I really like these trees down the side of the house, and I have no idea why. Yeah, I don't really know why I like them. I think they just suit the style of the house. But I had a couple of plants around the base of one of them. I know it seems pointless, but just around the one. What do I go on to do next? Oh, I toyed with the idea of having like an outdoor covered seating area sort of thing. And then realise I need the foundation to be able to do that, because the foundation tool in the Sims 3, you could just build a separate foundation anywhere, and it didn't affect the house, whereas in this you can't. So I left it and removed it. Filling about with more floor textures, I can't even remember what I go with. Oh, I go with the same stone as on the front. And now we move on to furnishing. This is where after I'd realised the problem with the roof, so I fixed that. I do realise it actually takes out and removes the room. Toyed with the idea of putting the stone on the side as well. Now onto the lighting. Lots of lights in this house. Yeah, it takes forever to do the lights. And obviously, most Victorian houses were actually symmetrical, I think. I don't actually know. I'm not an architect. Don't quote me on it. But yeah, I tried to make it as symmetrical as I could in the house. So like all the areas outside of rooms are symmetrical, except for the back area around by the toilet door and the study door. Nice light colour in the sunroom. That's the study. After I recorded this, I actually decided I really liked the original covering I went for. There you can see I put in like a nice light wood, and that's why I wanted it to be sort of modern. But then after a while, I decided it doesn't really suit the style of the house. Don't really like the carpet in the game. Have to admit that does actually stay in the living room, the carpet, but yeah, not too keen on the carpet. Onto the kitchen. Nice. I think it uses wood paneling again, but a different colour. And then I decided to go on a bit of a tangent and want a chimney, because I decided I was going to put a fireplace in the actual kitchen, but I just couldn't decide where I wanted the chimneys to be. Being a grand house, I thought it should at least have 2 chimneys, and I did actually like it when they were on the outside, but I think I put them in the middle and leave them there. Yeah, for some reason they kept glitching out and going really high up. I went through the default rooms just to try and see if I could find any inspiration of how to do the kitchen. But I go with the yellow with the paneling. More lights, more lights. Lots more lights. Same wood flooring. But yeah, the 3 bedrooms in this house. There's one which is a very pink room, which you'll see me do in a bit. A nice red in the bedroom there. There's a very pink room, and this is where I changed the bathroom. I think it suits more. But yeah, very pink room it's aimed at like twin sisters, or I don't know, 2 sisters. I think no, that's kind of a teenager's room, and this one turns into the guest room. I do change the wall covering to a more neutral. I suppose it would have made more sense to actually do the guest room closer to the bathroom. But yeah, the very pink room it's sort of designed for like 2 sisters. Well, that's the kind of look I went for anyway. It's open to interpretation. You could always change it just so you can house 8 Sims. More lights, more lights, more lights, more lights. Lots more lights. Still lights. Here we go with the fireplaces. I wish they still had the creator style tool. If there's one thing I want them to bring back, that would definitely be it. Because trying to get things to match. You might have seen me messing about with the door for the master bedroom. I wanted it to be a big double door, but none of the double doors matched the style or the colour of the doors I already had. So I just put a single door in. Onto the kitchen. Furnishing, finally. I struggle with the cupboards in the kitchen. And yeah, the cooker goes on its own. It looks like a very empty kitchen now. But it does flesh out quite well. It has a very grand dining room. But as you'll see me in a minute, I put in a little breakfast table and a nice oval island with a sink on it. The kitchen actually gets 2 sinks. There. 2 sinks. No idea why you want 2 sinks in a kitchen, but it's got them. I was putting a microwave. I get the feeling if you're the kind of person that would own this house, you wouldn't want a microwave in your house. Coffee machine. Struggle with the cupboards for a minute. It's nice to have a fight with a cupboard. When I do the other side, you'll see I struggle with the corner cupboard insert here. I struggle getting it in the corner. It just won't snap to the wall properly, so I just use the auto counter thing. This is where I put in a breakfast table, and then decided I want it on the other side. I debated taking out the door, but decided it'd go better in the corner, and move the fridge. Move the fridge. Every single video I've seen of house building, every single simmer seems to use those milk jug urn things for decorative. So I thought I'd join the club. You'll see me as I go through the video as well. As I find decorative pieces that I've been looking for, I'll jump back to a room where I wanted it. That cask ale wooden barrel thing actually disappears all the time because it intersects with the fruit bowl, so it keeps disappearing. I actually noticed the sink in the bathroom disappears as well when I've loaded up the game. A few plants. Decided to put a plant on top of the fridge, but then realised it floats, so I took it out. More decorative pieces, more decorative pieces. Dining room, yay. Yeah, very big table. Obviously can seat up to 8 Sims around the dining room table. What else do I put in? Oh, I tried looking for something interesting to go in the middle of the table, and I just went with those little scrolls that you see. And then I really wanted to use like the Roman style pedestal in the corner. but I couldn't find anything to go on top of it, so I used the head with the top hat, which sounds really random when you say it out of context. That pedestal. But there wasn't anything that fitted the style of the house, so I went with that statue thing with the top hat on. And then I actually move it so that the two chairs. And there's been a few times where I try recolouring lights, but then I figured that the actual wall lights don't match. I really wanted some nice curtains, but none of them seemed to match. Or none of them seemed to have a style that I liked. It's like I like those the ones with the wood around the top, but they're just not long enough. That was the completely wrong style of curtain. And I kept going back to those ones, but I just didn't like them, so I left them. A nice little side cabinet in the hallway. There's not actually much decoration to do in the main atrium, entrance hallway, whatever you want to call it. So I go on to fiddling about with railings and banisters, and none of the colours matched. Again, another useful implementation of the Create the Style tool. Just click and drag the colour. Even the same design, the colour of them didn't match, but I'm not sure whether it was down to the lighting. Because as you can see, it is quite dark in the centre there, but obviously with the no roof, I couldn't put a light in the middle. Move all the lights up, just so I can fit some paintings and pictures in. A coat of arms, because why not? And then I find something that I wanted in the kitchen. Yeah, there's a lot of, when you filter by room, and you go through the little, like the room style tool, lots of items don't actually show up as opposed to going through the by category section. I found a nice bust to put under the stairs this side. Yeah, but both sides have got lights. The same light, actually. Another thing I struggled with was matching the rugs in the hallway. And then I just go mad and decide no. So I put in a smaller rug, and I take out that centre runner. When I originally furnished the house, I actually put runners all around the landing in the upstairs, but I do take them out. In fact, I think that was in the video that didn't record. That was another thing that disappeared, the TV. I put it on top of that unit, and when I loaded the game to take screenshots, it had actually disappeared, so I had to put it back. Flowers, flowers, more flowers. That pot on the right hand side of the mantelpiece of the fireplace also disappears. That picture also disappears because it ever so slightly clips with the lamp. But I don't think I put it back. For some reason, when anything clips with it, it just removes the item. Like the shelves in the teenager's room upstairs, they actually disappear, and you just have floating books by the wall. But I put them back in today. For some reason, yeah, the developers of The Sims put move objects in, but anything that clips together, they've decided needs to be deleted. So every time something clips, yeah, it just vanishes. But anything I've noticed, I've tried to put back. So you might notice a few differences between screenshots and the actual build video. I'm not sure if I'm the only one. Comment down below if you actually do, if your game does that too. That mirror is another thing that's vanished in the screenshots. If your game does that too, for some reason, depending on your camera angle, you can't place toilet roll next to the toilet low enough. It just automatically snaps to a higher point of the wall. But the sink was another thing that vanished because it conflicted with the soap bottle. So instead of getting rid of the soap bottle, it gets rid of the sink in the bathroom. Nice study, comfy chair for reading books in. A multi-game table thing. That corkboard's actually for when you have a pen pal for putting letters and postcards and stuff on. Not sure if it actually works, never tried it, but I put it in. Some nice inspirational / motivational pictures above the desk area. Again, you could make the office look bigger by just moving the desk off a diagonal, and it'd create more room. This is the girly room, the very girly room. Everything in it is pink. Pink or like purpley fuchsia, sort of colours. Teddy bear each. Little bunny rabbit. Pink, pink. More pink. Pink. Pink giraffe. I like the giraffe. I actually have the multicoloured version in my own Let's Play video. In the household that I use. I really like those pictures. More wall sticker things. A height chart. Little bunny rabbits hidden behind the teddy bear. I really like the wall them things that you can put on the wall, but they do sit ever so slightly off the wall, so they actually look separate to the wall. This is the upstairs shared bathroom, which I actually really like. Another one. Nice big corner bath. And obviously a dressing gown and a towel rack thing. And more dressing gowns. Some little candles. And some nice pictures. I don't know why you'd put pictures in a bathroom, but I did. Because surely they just kind of shrivel and get all wet. This is the teenager's bedroom that I've done. Some nice cheats. Nice bit of colour matching going on. It's also the only bedroom to have something across the windows. Those top two shelves are the ones that disappear. Because they conflict with the books. And I forgot I'd assigned a camera control to number 9. That's why I shot away from the house all of a sudden. Just some cologne, aftershave. I was going to put the bag on the top shelf, but then I just thought that looks a bit ridiculous. I kind of wish those files didn't have the rabbit at the end, because then they'd be more universal. TV, stereo, yellow mirror. I put something else yellow in. Oh, the rug, I think I use is yellow. There's lots of different colours in that room. It's got greens, browns, blues, fuchsias. Back to the pink room, put the carpet in. I really like that rug with the rose on it. But I couldn't find any colours that suited. This is the guest room, the spare guest room. Or I suppose you could just use it as a general room. It's a lot darker than the other rooms just because I wanted it to seem more cosy. It's the only one without a rug. I overuse that painting far too much. Onto the ensuite. I really like this. The master bedroom and ensuite are really nice. Everything just kind of works. I'm not sure about the red cabinets actually now I think about it. Nice pictures to make you think of going on holiday. Nice cabinets. I really like that bed. Sometimes it can be a bit garish. I actually placed the cabinet away from the mirror just to make sure that the cabinet or the mirror don't disappear. Lots of pictures in the master bedroom as well. I go mad with pictures. And I wanted the picture frames to match, so I put them in. Some flirty mood-lit lights. And go around, put a picture in the front. No, the outside lighting. Lots of outdoor seating as well. Only a little bit, and some potted plants on the balcony. They look like art collectors, this family. It's just ridiculous. There's actually 2 of these on this balcony. I couldn't find much to put on it because I put the barbecue downstairs. And so, because I put the barbecue downstairs, I just kind of left it at that with 2 table and chair sets. And why not a personal bar? Perfect for parties. A nice seating area. A nice rug underneath as well. I think I'd go for a bigger rug. I've never actually found a use for the huge rugs. They do actually fit in the sunroom, and that it's like the perfect width for them. But none of the I don't know. I just didn't think they suited it. And a grand piano, because why not? Just nice seating area next to the piano. There's also another dining table in here. Just because I couldn't find anything else to kind of to fill the space within the room. Yeah, that rug's where I put the dining table. Dining table. So there's plenty of dining space. Now onto the outside. As you can see, there's already some terrain paint been put down. That's from when I first recorded the video, and it didn't actually record anything, so I had to... This is the second time of recording. But I got it to work, so... I just left the terrain painting in to save me having to do it again. Turtles. Lots of turtles in the base of the pool. Ladders. I put in the barbecue. Two benches on the outside. I was going to put 3, but I couldn't. I don't know. I didn't like the layout. I don't think they even stay like that. Another dining table. Al fresco dining. A nice cabinet. Nice outdoor cabinets. There we go. Decided to move them. Just some nice outdoor, like, sort of garden area. Another thing that disappears are the huge trees that I put in the center of those. They keep disappearing because they intersect with some of the flowers. I did try placing the flowers so that they didn't intersect, but it didn't happen. I wish they'd remove the fact that anything that intersects gets deleted. It defeats the point of move object, really. It's nice those wildflowers, they're really generic flowers, and they just suit. You can put them within things, and they just kind of pop just like slightly above it. As you can see, I put them in again there. It's nice. Some more nice flowers, more flowers. I found these hedges because I wanted something across the back. More lights. Lots of outdoor lights. And onto the screenshots of the final product. View down into the lower atrium from upstairs. View of the upper hall landing area. The living room. As you can see, the TV has actually disappeared there, but then you will see I've put it back in. And the pot off the mantelpiece is gone. Massive kitchen. And onto the dining room. I love the dining room. It's all very nicely decorated. And a suit of armour. The office, downstairs office / study with a massive bookcase on the left hand side. Now the bathroom. As you can see, the mirror has disappeared as well, and the sink has actually changed. And the sunroom from above the piano, above the bar. Love the sunroom. And kids' bedroom. I should have done it half and half blue, half pink. Upstairs bathroom. Another room I absolutely love. Upstairs bathroom. Like the teenager's bedroom. Clock on the wall, TV. Luxury. The guest room. Guest room again. Master bedroom. I adore the master bedroom. I think it's very nice. And the ensuite. And I think we go to outside now. Oh no, another ensuite. Ensuite, outside. As you can see, the trees actually have disappeared, and now they're back. Like magic. a view from the balcony to the swimming pool. Absolutely gorgeous. Love the house. And floor plan of the upstairs and the downstairs. I've only just noticed the tree on the left's finished. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully be uploading another one next week on Thursday. No, Friday. I'll try and upload one next Thursday. Thanks very much for watching, and see you again soon. Bye-bye.